Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the USC Trojans taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Trojans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense takes the field for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of...
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And I love it. First play of the game, they're trusting their quarterback to take a shot. He got the coverage he wanted. He found his one-on-one matchup, and his guy made a play. You cannot start better than that, fellas.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Mississippi State going up tempo. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock him up close to their goal line. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the returner is stopped. So USC's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays...
And the heat gets there, and they...
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Line just way in. The 16.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback will audible. On third down, going up top. He'll pull it down, and it's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points and start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Trying play action. Pressure coming. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Oh, this is unwise. Catches it in his own end zone. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic with his feet. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Jeffrey. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. Gives it to the back on the draw. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Finds his man down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. He'll try it again. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Horn. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Trojans have taken it inside the 20. Going for 6. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
They didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
The Trojans line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for this offense. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get to the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Can't get him to the ground. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I double to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
Now on first down from the 30. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. To the air, it's Everett. The throw to the outside is complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first progression.
Wide receiver shows motion.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Mississippi State right back to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. It's Cuber. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
They'll try it on the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Lets it fly deep downfield. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
Man, that's great defense. Break on the football. Make sure they don't get the touchdown, but those are the opportunities you have to just pull that in, make the big play, stop the bleeding, and have a long drive, and really shift that momentum back to your offense.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Good right down the boulevard. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, and their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Fires one high and deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Shakes off the defender. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Tackled after picking up the first down.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Movement here from the tight end. On the ground, it's Jeffrey. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Zings it complete to the right. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
They're trying to get to it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And that is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And no sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He's looking to throw. The quick out. At the 35, he's loose. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble?
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking left. He's got it. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a kick.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this is the third to mid-range. You got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Slams ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to the Coyotes. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Dropping back, it's Everett. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll try to find a more productive play this time on 2nd and long from the 14. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes a move. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. He lost one down the sideline. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking for the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Starkville. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
From the gun, running back on the move. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working that left side. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. The aerial assault continues. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. And the offense came out aggressively here in the 2nd half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes. They've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the 2nd half.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Using the quick game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry up. They'll try the run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that.
He's going up top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Looking to the big tight end. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Touchdown, Mississippi State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy?
Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Handoff to the single back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
They're strong and they're strong. defensive tackles, they're sprawl. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Mississippi State going up tempo. Back to throw. It's Everett. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. They'll try to slam it in. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first.
Bro, this shit sucks. All my quarterbacks suck. All I do is throw picks. This running back is ass. He's always hurt. He's slow. He's a 99, but he's slow as fuck. Nope, all my fucking running backs are 89 speed. The fuck out the game. Fucking stayed LSU.
Its ability, it makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on this. You might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Bunch formation for these receivers. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Davey, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Mississippi State right back to the line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly.
Bro, what the fuck?
Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
To the air, it's Everett. Throws to the wideout.
Catch the ball.
The connection, the pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
On the return, it's Wells. Cover guys do their job.
Going through their emotions right now.
Bro, these niggas suck.
Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. These guys just took a punch. Now we'll see if they can deliver one, Jesse.
Yeah, it's turning into a bit of a dogfight here in the second half all of a sudden. So let's see what this offense has. Let's see who can step up here and make a play.
And I'm not concerned about the other offense. Just do you. Do what you've done to be successful throughout this game.
Hand off to the lone back. You'll take
Averaging 50 points a game at LSU.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable.
Throwing
The way you
6
do that
picks
is
a
by
game with
having
these
success
niggas,
like
averaging
that, running the football
15
on first
points.
down.
Buys a little time. Complete to the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right out in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary.
Bro, it's not even loud.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Oh, he loves to fire
Get
downfield.
that.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, just keeps firing. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Touchdown, USC!
Whoa.
They move on top here in the 4th. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Mississippi State going up-tempo. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he gets it to the 40.
I'm going through the emotions right now.
Why does this shit always repeat the fucking comments?
The route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Everett. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man downfield. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wood. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. They'll leave it with him. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back gets to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Barges ahead. Touchdown Bulldogs. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Stanford overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Palo Alto, this Cardinal team has to be thrilled with this result. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And the ball is picked off. Got some room to run. Obliterates him, still on the move. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
To the air, it's Everett. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
They're going to ride this running back. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's.